Hello, and Happy New Year. If you're new here, then my name's Chris, and on this channel I like to make papercraft-ish terrain, mostly for fantasy RPGs. And I say ish because it's not really papercraft in the true sense, you know, where you would have a model like this, and then fold along the lines and apply glue to all of the little tabs. It's more of a kind of hybrid, I suppose. A mix of papercraft and handcrafted terrain. As a quick example, I might share a few textures that look something like this, which can be used to make pillars of various sizes. So here's a large one, and also a smaller one, though these particular textures can also be used to make some kind of stone table or altar, and other things like that. And it's all made by simply gluing paper printouts to bits of card, or foam, empty toilet roll tubes, and that kind of thing, so it's all fairly straightforward stuff. Anyway, a question I sometimes get asked is, what's a good place to get started with all of this? And the simple answer is, build whatever you think you'll need next. I mean, it would be nice to make a whole tavern scene to start the game off with an impressive terrain piece, but if most of the adventure is going to revolve around exploring an old abandoned mine, for example, then it might be a better idea to build some mine tiles first. Another thing is, there's more than 60 episodes available at the time of recording this, and if it were me finding the channel for the first time, I might feel a little bit overwhelmed, and think I need to make all of the things all at once, and that's not the case at all. So, what I thought I would do is make a short video series, starting with this one, where we all build a little starter dungeon together, one step at a time. As such, if you're new to the channel, this might be a good place to start, just to get to grips with the basics and to see if you actually like this technique, but even if you've been subscribed for a while now, it might still be a good little refresher course, plus it never hurts to have a few more dungeon tiles. Anyway, that was a rather long introduction, but all I'm going to cover in this first video are a few bits and pieces that you'll need to get started. So, if you haven't already got one, it's a good idea to get a cutting mat. And as far as tools go, you'll need a ruler, preferably a metal one, and a sharp knife of some description. You'll also need a pair of scissors, and a pen or pencil. And when it comes to glue, you'll get a lot of use out of a simple glue stick, though in this particular project I'll also use a tiny spot of super glue as well. And things will be a lot easier if you also have a hot glue gun. The one I use isn't anything special, it's just one of those cheap ones that you can pick up for around £5. Okay, for the actual building materials, I'll be using some double corrugated cardboard, some regular corrugated cardboard, some really thin corrugated cardboard, and some cereal box style cardboard as well. In addition to those, you'll also need an empty toilet roll tube, and a single toothpick or cocktail stick, whatever you want to call it. And finally, possibly the most important thing, are the printouts themselves. I'll normally upload these as pay what you want PDF files over on DriveThruRPG. There'll be a link to this specific one down in the description, which obviously you'll need to print out. In this instance, just one copy of each page will do. And I think that's pretty much everything you'll need to get started. So, I hope you'll join me for this little build-along project. As I say, if you're new to this kind of thing, then I think it'll be a handy step-by-step guide to building your first little dungeon layout. And on the other hand, if you've been with me for a while now, and still haven't made anything yet, then this might be a good excuse to actually give it a try. New Year's resolutions and all that nonsense. Anyway, I think I've talked for long enough, so as soon as you've gathered some tools and some cardboard, let me know that you're ready, and I'll get to work on releasing part 2 of this series. But yeah, that's it for this one, so thanks for watching, and bye for now.